This guy. The fly is still here. I gave him a few headshots and he's still going very strong. I did not catch the fly, guys. He's still very much here and very much a menace. I heard another sound. That was weird. Alright, let's just go back to playing and jamming. Life is short and I surely know that. I'll still wait for you now. Life is long and painfully boring. Maybe I'm my way Jeez, I wish it wasn't so hot. Maybe we should stream downstairs on my porch where we have like a quiet AC, because we used to have an office down there for my dad's business. Because he moved his office into the house at one point. So we have an AC. It's still on the porch. He landed and I thought he was gonna chill out and he did not. He got back up. Alright, I would love to keep playing, but I'm like too hot, honestly. And I'm like sick. Oh man. I kinda want a snack. You know what I've been thinking about is the Dubai chocolate from that video I did. I was gonna go on the hunt for it today, but I got distracted. But I really want it. Let's just read a little. What do you say? I'm in the middle of It Ends With Us, and if you haven't read this, it's a pretty popular like romance book. It's pretty good so far. I've been reading a lot of like self-help books, so I decided I needed a little break and we just need to like read something fun and romantic and cute. Although I'm trying to do a romance cleanse, I think things like this help me, because then I don't like make things up in my head, you know. Alright, I think I read this chapter. Yeah, I already read chapter 3. I'm on to chapter 4. Alright, chapter 4. It Ends With Us. It takes me half an hour to make it from my car to my apartment. I called Lucy twice to see if she could help me, but she didn't answer her phone. When I make it inside my apartment, I'm a little irritated to see her lying on the couch with the phone to her ear. I slam our front door behind me and she glances up. "What happened to you?" she asks. I used the wall for support as I hopped toward the hallway. Sprained my ankle. When I make it to my bedroom door, she yells, "Sorry, I didn't answer the phone. I'm talking to Alex. I was gonna call you back." "It's fine," I holler back at her, and then slam my bedroom door shut. I go to the bathroom and find some old pain pills I had stuffed into a cabinet. I swallow 2 of them and then fall onto my bed and stare up at the ceiling. I can't believe I'll be stuck in this apartment for an entire week. I grab my phone and text my mother. "Sprained my ankle. I'm fine, but can I send you a list of things to grab me at the store?" I drop my phone onto my bed, and for the first time since she moved here, I'm thankful my mother lives fairly close to me. It actually hasn't been that bad. I think I like her more now than my father has passed away. I know it's because I held a lot of resentment toward her for never leaving him. Even though a lot of that resentment has faded when it comes to my mother, I still have the same feelings when I think of my father. It can't be good still holding on to so much bitterness toward my father, but damn it, he was awful. To my mother, to me, to Atlas. I've been so busy with my mother's moves and secretly searching for a new building between work hours, I haven't had time to finish reading the journals I started reading all those months ago. I hop pathetically to my closet, only tripping once. Luckily, I catch myself on my dresser. Once I have the journal in my hand, I hop back to the bed and get comfortable. I have nothing better to do for the next week now that I can't work. I might as well commiserate over my past while I'm forced to commiserate in the present. I don't know what that word means. Should we look it up? Commiserate. Express or feel sympathy or pity. Got it. Never give up on your dreams. I like that. Okay. Dear Ellen, you hosting the Oscars was the greatest thing to happen to TV last year. I don't think I ever told you that. The vacuuming skit made me piss my pants. Oh, and I recruited a new Ellen follower today in Atlas. Before you start judging me for allowing him inside my house again, let me explain how that came about. After I let him take a shower here yesterday, I didn't see him again last night, but this morning he sat by me on the bus again. He seemed a little happier than the day before because he slid into the seat and actually smiled at me. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little weird seeing him in my dad's clothes, but the pants fit him a lot better than I thought they were going to. "Guess what?" he said. He leaned forward and unzipped his backpack. "What?" He pulled out a bag and handed it to me. "I found these in the garage. I tried to clean them up for you because they were covered in old dirt, but I can't do much without water." I held the bag and stared at him suspiciously. It's the most I'd ever heard him say at once. I finally looked down at the bag and opened it. It looked like a bunch of old gardening tools. "I saw you digging with that shovel the other day. I wasn't sure if you had any actual gardening tools, and no one was using these, so thank you," I said. I was kind of in shock. I used to have a trowel, but the plastic broke off the handle and it started giving me blisters. I asked my mother for gardening tools for my birthday last year, and when she bought me a full-size shovel and a hoe, I didn't have the heart to tell her that's not what I needed. Atlas cleared his throat, and then, in a much quieter voice, he said, "I know it's not like a real gift. I didn't buy it or anything, but I wanted to give you something, for..." He didn't finish his sentence, so I nodded and tied the bag back up. "Do you think you can hold them for me until after school?" "I don't have any room in my backpack." He grabbed the bag from me and then brought his backpack up to his lap and put the bag inside of it. He wrapped his arm around his backpack. "How old are you?" he asked. 15. What's going on? Is this book like a sexy book? It's the beginning, so we won't get to that part. Of course, I wouldn't read that part anyways on here, but... What? Alright, I'm going back to the book now. You guys are funny. And we're gonna ignore that freaking fly. Twerk, twerk. What is wrong with you? Okay. The look in his eyes made him seem a little bit sad about my age, but I don't know why. You're in 10th grade? I nodded, but honestly couldn't think of anything to say to him. I haven't really had much interaction with a lot of guys, especially seniors. When I'm nervous, I kind of just clam up. I don't know how long I'll be staying at that place, he said, bringing his voice down again, but if you ever need help with gardening or anything after school, it's not like I have much going on there, being as though I have no electricity. I laughed and then wondered if I should have laughed at his self-deprecating comment. We spent the rest of the bus ride talking about you, Ellen. When he made that comment about being bored, I asked him if he ever watched your show. He said he'd like to because he thinks you're funny, but a TV would require electricity. Another comment I wasn't sure if I should have laughed at. I told him he could watch your show with me after school. I always record it on the DVR and watch it while I do my chores. I figured I could just keep the front door dead-bolted, and if my parents got home early, I'd just have Atlas run out the back door. I didn't see him again until the ride home today. He didn't sit by me this time because Katie got on the bus before him and sat next to me. I wanted to ask her to move, but then she'd think I have a crush on Atlas. Katie would have a field day with that one, so I just let her stay in my seat. Atlas was at the front of the bus, so he got off before I did. He just kind of awkwardly stood there at the bus stop and waited for me to get off, and when I did, he opened his backpack and handed me the bag of tools. He didn't say anything about my invitation to watch TV from earlier this morning, so I just acted like it was a given. Come on, I told him. He followed me inside and I locked the deadbolt. If my parents come home early, run out the back door and don't let them see you. He nodded. Don't worry, I will, he said with kind of a laugh. I asked him if he wanted anything to drink and he said sure. I made us a snack and brought our drinks to the living room. I sat down on the couch and he sat down in my dad's chair. I turned on your show and that's about all that happened. We didn't talk much because I fast-forwarded through all the commercials, but I did notice he laughed at all the right times. I think good comedic timing is one of the most important things about a person's personality. Every time he laughed at your jokes, it made me feel better about sneaking him into my house. I don't know why, maybe because if he's actually someone I could be friends with, it'd make me feel less guilty. I'm gonna let the plane go by. Read the Bible. I don't even have a Bible. I am not Christian, no. My sister's home. She's probably gonna come in. I need some water and a snack. But maybe we should finish. I don't know. It's so hot in here, though. Let's finish this chapter. We have a couple pages, and then we'll get some water and a snacky. Maybe we'll play a little bit more later just because I got really hot. Like, it's super hot in here, and, like, playing, I was like, I don't know. feel like she's gonna come in. Alright, let's go back to reading. He left right after your show was over. I wanted to ask him if he needed to use our shower again, but that would have cut it real close to time for my parents getting home. The last thing I wanted was for him to have to run out of the shower and across my backyard naked. Then again, that'd be kind of hilarious and awesome. Lily. Dear Ellen, come on, woman. Reruns, a full week of reruns. I get that you need time off, but let me make a suggestion. Instead of recording one show a day, you should record 2. That way you get twice as much done in half the time. And we'd never have to sit through reruns. I say we because I'm referring to Atlas and me. He's become my regular Ellen watching partner. I think he might love you as much as I do. But I'll never tell him I write to you on a daily basis. That might seem a little too fangirl. He's been living in that house for 2 weeks now. He's taken a few more showers at my house, and I give him food every time he visits. I even wash his clothes for him while he's here after school. He keeps apologizing to me like he's a burden, but honestly I love it. He keeps my mind off things, and I actually look forward to spending time with him after school every day. Dad got home late tonight, which means he went to the bar after work, which means he's probably going to instigate a fight with my mother, which means he'll probably do something stupid again. I swear, sometimes I get so mad at her for staying with him. I know I'm only 15 and probably don't understand all the reasons she chooses to stay, but I refuse to let her use me as her excuse. I don't care if she's too poor to leave him, and we'd have to move into a crappy apartment and eat ramen noodles until I graduate. That would be better than this. I can hear him yelling at her right now. Sometimes when he gets like this, I walk into the living room, hoping it'll calm him down. He doesn't like to hit her when I'm in the room. Maybe I should go try that. Lily. Dear Ellen, if I had access to a gun or a knife right now, I'd kill him. As soon as I walked into the living room, I saw him push her down. They were standing in the kitchen, and she'd grabbed his arm, trying to calm him down, and he backhanded her and knocked her straight to the floor. I'm pretty sure he was about to kick her, but he saw me walk into the living room and he stopped. He muttered something under his breath to her, and then walked to their bedroom and slammed the door. I rushed to the kitchen and tried to help her, but she never wants me to see her like this. She waved me away and said, I'm fine, Lily, I'm fine. We just got into a stupid fight. She was crying, and I could already see the redness on her cheek from where he hit her. When I walked closer to her, wanting to make sure she was okay, she turned her back to me and gripped the counter. I said, I'm fine, Lily, go back to your room. I ran back down the hallway, but I didn't go back to my room. I ran straight out the back door across the backyard. I was so mad at her for being short with me. I didn't even want to be in the same house as either of them. And he even thought it was dark already. Little typo. Even though it was dark already, I went over to the house Atlas was staying in, and I knocked on the door. I could hear him moving inside like he accidentally knocked something over. It's me, Lily, I whispered. A few seconds later, the back door opened and he looked behind me, then to the left and right of me. It wasn't until he looked at my face that he saw I was crying. You okay? He asked, stepping outside. I used my shirt to wipe away my tears and noticed he came outside instead of inviting me in. I sat down on the porch step and he sat down next to me. I'm fine, I said. I'm just mad. Sometimes I cry when I get mad. He reached over and touched my hair behind my ear. I liked it when he did that. I suddenly wasn't nearly as mad anymore. Then he put his arm around me and pulled me to him so that my head was resting on his shoulder. I don't know how he calmed me down without even talking, but he did. Some people just have a calming presence about them, and he's one of those people, completely opposite of my father. We sat like that for a while until I saw my bedroom light turn on. You should go, he whispered. We could both see my mom standing in my bedroom looking for me. It wasn't until that moment that I realized what a perfect view he has of my bedroom. As I walked back home, I tried to think about the entire time Atlas had been in that house. I tried to recall if I'd walk around after dark with the light on at night, because all I normally wear in my room at night is a t-shirt. Here's what's crazy about that, Ellen. I was kind of hoping I had. Lily. I closed the journal when the pain pills start to kick in. I'll read more tomorrow, maybe. Reading about the things my dad used to do to my mom kind of puts me in a bad mood. Reading about Atlas kind of puts me in a sad mood. I try to fall asleep and think about Raoul, but the whole situation with him kind of makes me mad and sad. Maybe I'll just think about Alyssa and how happy I am that she showed up today. I could use a friend, not to mention help, during these next few months. I have a feeling it's going to be more stressful than I bargained for. Fun. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I need a drink. I'm thirsty. Don't go anywhere. I'm too comfortable on this app. I just like walked in and picked my wedgie. Look at this water, you guys. Oh. I added like a little bit of flavoring to it. It's like blueberry lemonade. Oh. I like can't breathe out of my nose because I have a stuffy nose. Oh, that's what I needed because it's so hot in here. It's summer. I can't put the AC on when we stream because it's loud. So not only is it hot, but the lights I use are hotter. So it's like so hot. Do you have cancer? No. Why would you ask me that? Do you mean because I don't have eyelashes? I'm blonde. Oh man. People. Alright, should we... Oh, my phone's gonna die. Like, why are you being such a Alright. No promises that the phone's not gonna overheat on us. Play with the relaxing ball. I don't even know where it is. Where did I even put that? I don't know. You know what we could do? I have a video with these wax. Oh, there's flies in it. Maybe we don't want to eat it. We can eat this one. The wax candies. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. Or it's scheduled to be posted tomorrow. But we can eat one now if you want. It's a little rose. Ew. That flavor was really not good. I'm sorry. I heard him land on me. Alright, I did bring my journal to write in, so if anyone else's goal is to journal more this year, get your journal with me. And we're gonna do a little entry together, or if you want, you can grab like just a little piece of paper and you can do the same prompts that I'm doing. So I was going to start writing down everything I'm grateful for at the end of the day and everything I'm proud of myself for doing during the day, because I get really down on myself, never feel like I'm doing enough, so I think I need to acknowledge what I am doing. So then I was like, you know what, I have so many little self-help journals, I bet I have one that already has that in it. So I found my Calm the Chaos journal. And I'm just making it a habit, even if my day doesn't go as planned. Making it a habit to like do my breathing exercises in the morning and my little journal at night. Those are the things I just absolutely don't skip out on. And I'm wanting to read my entry from the night before I do my next one, so at least the tomorrow bit, because they have a today part and a tomorrow part. I like that. When I feel stressed, I will remind myself my worth is not in my productivity, and I'm not a self-improvement project, which is actually perfect for today because I ended up not sticking to my tasks and just kind of chilling, but I think I needed that because I'm sick and I kind of did a lot yesterday. I was definitely getting, like, feeling guilty and wanting to be like, look, see? This is what you always do. You create a little schedule and you don't stick to it, but instead I'm just gonna be like, I needed to rest today, and I'm gonna get back to it tomorrow, even if I didn't stick to it today. So today I took care of, so do it with me today. Today, what's the date? July 1st? I took care of myself in the following ways, and then you check off the ways that you took care of yourself. Did you get adequate sleep? I did. I'm gonna say over 10 hours. I'm sick. Over 10 hours? I'm sick. Moved my body. Yep, I even though I got a little bit lazy, I still took my walk at the end of the night. Took a walk, even though it was a little spooky because it was nighttime. Did something fun, pleasurable just for me. I went to the movies. Went to the movies. Took time for reflection, meditation, and prayer. I'm doing that right now, and I did it a little bit in the morning, and I had pretty meaningful conversation too. So we're just going to check that. Eat nutritious, nourishing food. I did both. I had oatmeal and a smoothie this morning, and then I had like fries and a grilled cheese and an icy at night. So balance. Went outside for some fresh air. Yep. Almost all day. And then the other part I wanted to write in the ways I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself for not getting... Can you hear the writing sounds, I wonder? Not getting down on myself too bad for not being productive. What else am I proud of myself for? Still doing my walk. What else? Oh my god, sorry, I sound gross when I'm drinking. I'm all sick, so I'm like... streaming even though I'm sick, because I did not really want to do that. Streaming even though I'm sick. See, it's kind of like a blurry line for me, because I'm like, I should be proud of myself for like making myself do hard things, but then shouldn't I not be proud of myself for skipping out on some of the hard things I had to do? But I also have to be gentle with myself, so I have to be like hard on myself, but also gentle on myself. It's very confusing. I'm confused. I think what it is be hard on yourself. Try to make yourself do those difficult things. But when you don't crap on yourself. Just try again. Don't try to make it perfect. You know what I mean? Like, make a plan. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I'm going to do this every single day during the week. Like, the 5 days of the week. And then, like, you don't do it for a day or 2 of those days, and you're like, see, you can't stick to a schedule. This is why you don't do a schedule at all. It's like, no. I just was sick and had a rough day, so I didn't do it that day. But then I literally got up and did it the next day. Or maybe I don't do it the next day, and I get up and do it. You know what I mean? Am I doing okay? Yeah, don't beat yourself up and don't give up. I think that's literally it. Let's write that down. Don't beat yourself up and don't give up either. Don't just be like, who cares, nothing matters. Like, balance, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be so gentle on myself. I don't make myself do anything. I'm just gonna sit in bed and eat Doritos and watch TV, because that's not good for you either, right? It's like, try your best. Don't beat yourself up when your best isn't what you think your best should be. What do you guys think? Sometimes it gets blurry. I'm very like black and white thinking sometimes, which is so bad. So I'm literally like, well, if it didn't do that, it's wrong. It's like, well, that's not life. Yeah, I have such a perfection problem. It's horrible. I hate it. And it really does. It's like worse than... The perfectionism is worse than the fact that I didn't get anything done today. Because the perfectionism will then make me not get anything done for the rest of my week. Do you see what I mean? Like, the perfectionism will say, because this week isn't perfect, because I was not able to follow this perfect schedule of 2 hours of my social media stuff, an hour of my trip planning, an hour of my therapy work, right? That's my goal. Like, I'm thinking of it as like recovery for myself. That's my focus, right? And I wasn't able to do that today. And yesterday was my first day starting it, right? So old me would be like, well, then I need to wait till next week. Or clearly I can't follow a schedule, so I'm just not going to do it at all because I'm not capable. When in reality, the more productive and gentle way of going about it is saying, wow, it was hard for me to be consistent today. I know that that's how it usually is. It's hard for me to be consistent, period. So instead of being upset that it's not perfect and I'm not being consistent, I'm going to try to be consistent tomorrow. Instead of like giving up or saying, we're going to try again next week. Yeah. And the procrastination comes from that. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. That's so like incredibly generous of you. Look at those emojis too. You're like, it's kind of chill. Oh my gosh. Thank you. You're amazing. That was such like so thoughtful while we're discussing like positivity and self-care, and you're just like, donation, you're awesome. Thank you. Yes, everybody say thank you for the donation. And that's such a generous one too. Wow, you're amazing. I wish you had like a name so I could say thank you properly, or you could tell me your name. Oh goodness. Oh, you're welcome. I love talking about this stuff. Thank you guys for listening and like allowing me to like bounce off of you and hearing your advice, because it gets so scrambled in my head. Like, I was able to just unravel that with you tonight, because I get confused with that. I'm always like, okay, if I'm supposed to be gentle with myself, then how do I get anything done? And if I'm supposed to be hard on myself to make myself do things, how do those things, but they do work together. It's just a matter of like balancing them, knowing when it's time to say, okay, I need to relax, or like even if it's not, like say maybe today I was supposed to put my foot down and come upstairs and work on what I needed to work on, but I didn't. And the thing is, just make the choice, because then I can spend the whole day procrastinating, thinking about the things I could be doing, and that time is completely wasted, because even in the procrastination, I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So I was downstairs having a conversation with my brother all day, and I went to see a movie, and there were a couple times where I went, damn, I should be doing things right now other than this. And then I said, but you're not. So make the choice. Like, either be here in this moment and enjoy it, or cut it off and go upstairs and do the things that are stressing you out and get them done. And I was just like, no, I think today is a day that I just relax. But clearly it's still bothering me because I'm like talking about it, and I clearly still feel bad about it in some ways, but it's so hard. I'm getting stressed about it now, dang it. Where's the balance? Where's the like enjoying yourself, being in the moment, and where's the like thinking about the future, getting things done? Where's the like not defining your worth in the things you get done, but also like, then how do you find the motivation to do them? Just because you want to? But then like, when is that always realistic? You know, sometimes we just have to do things we don't like to do. I don't know, you guys. These questions, I have so many questions, and every time one gets answered, it feels like a million more come, and I'm just like, I tend to want to know the answer to everything. Do you know what I mean? So it bothers me that I have so many questions. I just want the answer. But that's not life. An act of kindness I did for someone else was, I'd say I distracted my dad from being stressed. I told him, let's just go see a movie, because he was all stressed. Most memorable moment of the day was in movie. I saw it 28 years later. I've been dying to see this movie. Zombie movies are my absolute favorite movies ever, and the 28 weeks later, amazing movies, like staple zombie movies. So when I heard there was a 28 years later, and I saw it months and months ago, I was like, I had no one to be excited with me about it either. Like, nobody cares about zombie movies. But even like the audio, like the boots, like I loved that crap. Oh my god, I kind of want to watch it again. Don't stress, because you're right that choosing is still productive, and sometimes you need to choose against classic productivity for the sake of holistic mental and physical wellness. Period. Yeah, I think that is the answer. I think it's just making a dang choice, and it's like if you're being distracted, it's like, okay, I'm either going to be distracted or I'm going to put my foot down and go do what I need to do. But don't stay in that middle point of like being distracted and being guilty about it and procrastinating. It's like that ruins it. Do you know what I mean? It's like you could have just spent the day enjoying whatever was distracting you, and instead you spent the whole day thinking about how stressful it is and how sad you are that you're not doing the things you need to do. And then like nothing feels good. Then you didn't enjoy what was distracting you and you didn't get anything done. So just pick, like make the choice. Be like, if it's so hard though. Because like because sometimes I'll make that choice. I'm like, all right, it looks like today I'm just going to be distracted. And I'm like, I don't want to be. I want to get the things done that I need to get done. But I am getting so much more done. I mean, I'm getting so much more done than, like, my only priority right now should be, like, getting some content out there for you guys, planning my trip, and focusing on my mental health. That's, like, my only priorities, and I just keep adding more and more stuff because it makes me feel less scared and overwhelmed, less like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm supposed to kind of sit in that right now, just, like, not knowing and trusting that everything's okay. It's really hard when you have a control problem. I'm trying to be quiet putting this down. All right, let's see. I am grateful for... Think about what I'm grateful for specifically from today. My channel, my beautiful subscribers, and my beautiful subscribers. My dad going to see a movie with me. You can see that was the highlight of my day. I hope you guys are writing your little things down too with me. To see a movie with me. Music. Music, man. What else am I grateful for? Air conditioning. Movie theaters in general, because we were just talking about how in the next 10 years they may not be a thing anymore. Like, I was just thinking today, I've got to watch as many movies in the theater as I can, because that's devastating. That's always been my, like, comfort place, is the movies since I was little. I remember the thought of the movies was just like, and then I'd be sitting watching the movie, and I literally remember every single time I'd go to see a movie when I was little, I would look around and go, like, I would do that, like, corny thing, like, I needed this. I'd be like, life is good, like, life is worth living. Life, the movies. Okay, tomorrow. So we're gonna go on to the section that says tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the 2nd. So you do this too, okay? Write down your tomorrow. Tomorrow, your purpose is to... Shoot. Should my purpose be to get my things done that I need to get done? Or should my purpose be to focus on, like, being more gentle on myself mentally, and, like, if I don't get things done, being okay with that? Because I want to write down, get your things done, you need to get done. Continue looking fine. Got it. But I don't even have to try to do that, so we don't need to write it down. Oh, you're gonna get paper, Amber, that's awesome. Maybe choose just one thing. Okay, one thing. And then, like, if I don't get other things done, don't crap on myself for that. Okay, the one thing I want to get done, I think I want to go, I was gonna say pick up my backpack, like, get fitted, but I kind of want to do that with a friend so they can, like, record it for my video I'm making. I wanted to say that because that would be fun. Like, I'd have a reason to leave the house. What's my purpose tomorrow? Shit, I don't know. Let's say get traveler's insurance. Buy traveler's insurance. My purpose is to be gentle with myself. By travelers. Insurance for my trip. And then I want to write down a million other tasks I know I have to do, but I'm not going to do that, though. I'll get them done. If they get done, they get done. I don't understand. That's where it comes in. It's like, no, you're supposed to, like, stick to a plan and be consistent enough and show up for yourself enough that you get up and you do your things. And then it's like, be gentle on yourself for not getting things done. Well, then how will they get done? Just trust. What do you mean? Then nothing will get done and I'll just sit in my bed all day. That's not true. You guys. Purpose. Okay, what would you say? Yeah, I feel like that should be it, but I feel like even if I do get the traveler's insurance, I'm gonna be like, whatever. Okay, purpose. Okay, what would you interpret page as a purpose? Help me understand. Because, like, that actually is telling of where my head is at. Because if it's actually asking for something more, like, spiritual or nice, and I'm just like, what do I need to get done? My purpose is to get things done. I'm curious as to how you interpreted that. I think part of it is also being unemployed, like feeling guilty about being unemployed, and be like, if you're unemployed, you're a loser, so you need to, like, make sure you're as productive as you can, otherwise, like, you stink. Which is just, like, not nice to talk to yourself like that. Ooh. Sorry guys, my phone overheated. 11:11, make a wish. More shrimps. Alright, let's get back to journaling. Phone's on 12, so we won't be on much longer, and it's really hot. But, let's finish our journal. My necklace was actually, my dad got it for my mom when they got in a fight when I was younger. She gave it to me. So I don't know. It's real, though. I think they're real diamonds. I'm not really big on diamonds, but I don't want, like, a diamond ring when I get married. I think they're bad for the environment, and I hate the idea of spending that much on a ring. I'll tell my husband, like, my fiance, I'll be like, listen, I don't want a diamond ring. That does not mean you're off the hook, though. I just want, like, the best honeymoon ever. Like, we're gonna backpack for a year. That's what you spend the money on instead of a diamond ring. Just, like, something we can do together. And then, like, a cute little ring that's, like, I don't want a cheap ring, but I don't know, I find it so silly. Like, we're not in the olden days. I don't need, like, a down payment, you know what I mean, on our marriage. Just, like, pretty something to show that they know me and what I like. Maybe even, like, help them pick it out. And then a really sick trip. And maybe, like, in the middle wedding. Like, I don't know how we got on this subject. How did I manage? Oh, the necklace. Like, and not huge, but not just, like, I like the idea of it being, like, more private, but not just, like, the two of us. You know what I mean? Like, friends and family at a, like, in the woods or something, like, Twilight themed. We gotta finish this, though, before my phone dies. Okay, tomorrow I will make time for meditation. let's not overthink it. I really want to take time to like just like sit and attempt to be as present as I can. I want to like block off time for that, because when I try to do it all day long, it actually stresses me out more because it's so hard. And then I'm like, I can't stay present, and I'm angry that I can't be present. Okay, a courageous conversation I need to have. Well, I like that one. What's fun about this journal is every day the little tomorrow section is different. And maybe if I remember in the mornings, I can read what I wrote the night before about what I want tomorrow. So then I can be like, oh, this is what I'm thinking about for today. A courageous conversation I need to have is... oh my gosh, I don't think I need to have one. Oh, I know. The trip I'm doing, my Aunt Nick knows someone who's done it or part of it, and she sent me his number, and I felt a little bit not like super nervous as much as I would have been like back then, but a little bit like, ooh, that's a little nerve-wracking talking to someone I don't know. But I should at the least reach out and just say, hey, let me know when you're available to chat about the trip. Fun. That would be great to talk to someone that's been out there. We just start like a dating show in the comments. We've done that before on these streams, you know. We were setting people up. But instead, it's just like a virtual... what's the word when they like stab each other on the horses? Something, you know what I'm talking about? But it's for like my honor, like my hand in a marriage. And in the chat, everyone has to fight each other. The boys have to fight each other in the chat for my hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gonna get water on my laptop. Oh, that's scary. Jousting, yes. All right, boys, joust in the comments right now. We're gonna get like kicked off of the stream. They're gonna be like, this is inappropriate. Stop having people fight for you in the comments. But I feel like Bella. I feel like Bella Swan. And then I decide the winner. Did we all do our journaling? What was my purpose for tomorrow? Be gentle with myself and to book my traveler's insurance for my trip. Simps don't simp. Yearners are earners. If we're gonna be rhyming, I'll rhyme right back. Ain't nothing wrong with the little yearnage as long as it's appropriate. And like, if a girl tells you to go away, you just go away. What are you drinking? It's water, but I flavored it with a little blueberry lemonade stuff. Oh, sorry, that was loud. I don't know if I can yell any louder. Remember that song? What a throwback. I'd play it, but what song is that though? I don't know if I can yell any louder. How many times have I kicked you out of bed? I've said something and something Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. I always say how I don't, but I'm always gonna come back. Please don't leave me. I got like sick. But do you ever get like a little sickness and it literally lasts like 2 days and it's so minor? Like, what is that about? I think like literally by tomorrow I'll be fine. I might try some like natural remedies, like eating an onion, and I'll stink for 3 days. Nothing I'm not used to. Ooh, a quest for ice cream. I was yesterday. It's always at night when nothing's open that I'm like, and then like I actually have the sweet the next day and I don't even want it. We want what we can't have. How annoying. I really want that freaking Dubai chocolate though again. It's so good. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Always say I don't want your money. Always gonna. This freaking fly. This guy sucks. Alright, we were on the stream longer, but I ended it because I was trying to get rid of this fly. So we did stream for a good like couple hours tonight, but I'm gonna head out because I'm sweating my balls off and I want to maybe do a little therapy work before bed, fill out one of my little forms, because I shouldn't skip that. That's something I shouldn't skip for today. And then I'm gonna take a little shower so I'm not stinky winky, and hopefully get to bed so I can start getting up a little earlier. Since I've been sick, I've been getting up at like 2 p.m. literally just like knocked out the last couple days. Also staying up late. The first day I was feeling sick, I went to a concert because I wasn't like sick and I was not missing my concert and I was fine. But then I went to sleep and I woke up like not the best. But hopefully get to sleep a little earlier tonight so I can get up a little earlier tomorrow and have more time to work on videos for you. Oh, thank you. I remember your name. I hear like coyotes or something. How do you ignore people in public like at a concert? I didn't. What do you mean? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the donation. You're awesome. I love you, T-Bone. That reminds me of iCarly. Wasn't that his name? The guy with the bagels? Well, we have to stay on longer now. I have 4%. I hate leaving when there's a donation. I like to stay for the whole duration of the donation. That rhymed. I'll stay on as long as my phone doesn't die on me. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for your donation. You're amazing. Was it T-Bone, guys? The name of the guy from iCarly? Was that his name? Is that where you got that? I'm going to see if it's showing up that I'm live. It's not. How weird. I just don't want it to go away on us now. The only issue with charging my phone is, as you guys saw earlier, it overheated and crashed on us. So I usually plug it in with this thing so we can stay streaming. But maybe we can do my other mic. Because this mic supposedly said it would start charging it. But I've never seen it do that, but we can try. I'm on my old phone right now. this mic now. But it's not charging the phone. I read in the little manual thing that it would like start charging your phone. Maybe if I click this. It's not charging it. It is not charging it. But I think will last as long as the donation's up, which makes me happy. I don't want to leave while there's such a generous donation up. How long have you been singing, by the way? Your voice is incredible. Oh, thank you. I've sang my whole life, never professionally, never got lessons, although I remember my dad saying when I was younger I should get lessons and I was too shy. I was in chorus for a little bit. I've always sang though. I sang in my 5th grade talent show so bad. I remember I was always doing karaoke. My dad bought me like a karaoke machine when I was younger and I was just like, it was huge and like the whole street could hear me. Like, I don't think I realized that the whole street could hear me belting it out until my sister was outside once and I went, hey, and she like looked up and I was like, whoa, the whole street can hear me singing. Always sang, constantly, still do, literally constantly singing, which is wonderful. I love singing, but writing my own songs, not till recently. I don't know, I mean when I was little I'd write songs, but they were really bad. But I don't know, I think it was like a confidence thing. It was like, I was telling myself like I couldn't for some reason, and then I just started doing it for fun, and I was like, hey, these aren't so bad. And then I started singing it for you guys, and you guys were like, hey, these are really good. And I was like, wow. And then some other people were like, hey, you should like do this. And I was like, you're right. Clearly you asked me about something I'm very interested in. It's not hard to get me talking though, let's be honest. All the condensation from this is like dripping onto my laptop. Oh no, that's bad. Not good. Oh gosh, the mic wasn't on. I'm like, why? Because I switched mics. Please don't leave me. I'm definitely getting a little bit flirted with in the stream today, huh, guys? You know what's funny is I don't know what to do when people flirt with me. I'm like, usually half the time I don't even realize it's happening. And I'm just like, I remember one time I went ziplining and I was with my sister and like the guy was flirting with me, but like I didn't notice at all. And she was like, that guy was flirting with you. I was like, no, he wasn't. I'm 5. She's like, no, he was. I like don't understand that. And then like, I know it's so hard to tell. Sometimes I'm like, no, this is definitely like someone is flirting with me, and then I'm wrong, and I'm like, oh. And then fully I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back into that mindset of like, nobody flirts with me. And then my friend's like, that person's flirting with you. I'm like, what? Don't understand. Social cues, right over that noggin. However, everything else, I got you. I analyze everything. Clueless. Me too. Oh wow, it is freaking hot. Oh, I wish I could stay on longer and chat even though I'm sweating so bad. We're on 2%. When it hits 1%, I'll head out, but I had such a fun night with you guys. even though I'm like sick, every time I seem to come on the stream, something's going on. Either I'm emotionally distraught, or I'm sick, or like my Wi-Fi's out. But I've been working on like regulating my nervous system, and I noticed tonight a little bit, I think it worked. There was something that would usually send me spiraling into like I'm in danger mode, and I fully was just like, oh, no big deal, and I just kind of like went about it calmly, to a point where like you guys probably didn't even notice, because I'm like so chill about it, which is crazy, because like I'm always on defense for like who's coming after me. Something's wrong, and I'm just kind of like, thank you. I told you I don't know how to respond to the best flirt. Oh, shoot, guys, my phone's on 1, but this is a fun conversation. Best flirt I ever received? I don't know, because I never know what's happening. If it's happening, I'm like, probably that guy in Hawaii, because he was so nice about it, like not creepy at all. Like he was just like being super genuine and kind, and like I had a really bad eczema on my hand, and he was like telling me like how to fix it, and like how when he moved to Hawaii, like his eczema went away. Like really sweet. Like that works on me, at least, just like being genuine and sweet and like just talking. All right, guys, I have to go. My phone's gonna die, but I'll see you Sunday. We stream every Sunday. We didn't this Sunday because I wanted to go to a concert. Sorry, that's why we streamed tonight. But I'm thinking every Sunday, and then every other Tuesday or something like that. Maybe every Tuesday, depending on how I'm feeling mentally, emotionally. But I love you. It always happens like this, where I like we start having like a really juicy, fun conversation, and then I gotta go. But see you Sunday around 9.